Den of Thieves is written and directed by Christian Gudegas. This is actually his directorial debut, and this movie follows a police officer named Nick, who is portrayed by Gerard Butler. And he works for the Special Crimes Unit, and he is trying to track down these bank robbers who are incredibly notorious for getting away with tons of cash. And this film shows those robbers trying to plan their last job before they are caught by Nick. This film has a premise that you've seen before. I promise you, the idea of cops and robbers really isn't something all that new, but what surprised me about Den of Thieves is how proficiently it was able to tell this story. I was actually surprised with this film. I really enjoyed this movie. Now, I didn't love it. I wasn't head over heels with this movie, but for a January release, this isn't half bad. One of my favorite things about this movie is actually the performance from Gerard Butler, who is really good in this film. His character at first can seem a little one-dimensional as this sort of cliche, hard-nosed, no-nonsense officer, but this film pretty frequently attempts to give him some layers. He plays this very despicable, very over-the-top, slimy kind of character, and I thought Gerard Butler did an incredible job. I thought it was very riveting. O'Shea Jackson also does a very good job, as well as Pablo Schreiber and 50 Cent as well, who looks massive in this film. But the best thing about Den of Thieves by far is the setup and the execution of these action scenes, which are packed with white-knuckled shootouts, as well as the very crisp and clean sound design. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there were several moments in this film where I was legit nervous for these guys. Even though there's not really anybody to root for in this film because everybody is pretty much a terrible person, I was still worried about these characters. Like I said, Den of Thieves isn't a perfect movie. There are some pretty glaring issues. Many of those come from the fact that this movie is almost 2.5 hours long, and there are a lot of threads that are picked up that just don't really go anywhere. They felt like deleted scenes, in fact, and I just think that there was a lot of fat that could have been trimmed from this movie, and it could have given a more streamlined narrative because it's kind of scatterbrained, and I don't even think that the movie really even knows who the main character is and who the story is focused on. In addition to that, this movie kind of plays fast and loose with some of the details of the heist and some of the connections that these characters have together, and when the film concludes, I was kind of just left scratching my head like, what did I just see? What just happened? I may have to watch the movie again to see if everything lines up as this film suggests that it does, but on the first watch, I just don't really feel like it does. All that aside though, this is a pretty surprisingly fun January film that is jam-packed with great action and is a pretty riveting heist movie. If you saw Den of Thieves and you enjoyed it, I would also recommend 2016's 999. It's kind of in the same vein of this modern day kind of bank robber, cops versus robbers type movie. So did you guys see Den of Thieves? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video. And if you did, click the link down below and subscribe to my channel for more movies, movie-related things. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.